When I met Pretty Ricky, both of us were drinking, smoking. Pretty Ricky was younger than me, and yeah, he was real hot. He was a real hothead, man. I remember one day, we was on our way back from work, and a guy stopped, like right in front of Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky was driving, and I was in the back seat, and Pretty Ricky girl was in the front seat, and he stopped right in front of Pretty Ricky, and Pretty Ricky went in the glove compartment and was about to pull out that blicky and get it, you know what I mean? And I was sitting in the back, like saying to myself, and this was like when I first like met him. I'm making a point here. Hear me out. This is when I first met him, so I really didn't know the type of person he was. All I know is that if he was gonna air the place out, I was gonna slowly but surely open the back seat door, right? And ease my ass up out of there. Throughout the years, man, we've been negative. We've been womanizers, chain smokers. You know what I'm saying? I used to smoke cigarettes all like back to back to back to back to back. I at least I'll speak for myself. I've been an abuser when it comes to, drinking and smoking and all of that stuff, except for the crack thing. I ain't never did that, In other words, what I'm saying is when Pretty Ricky and I first met one another, we were just some of the worst people that you can ever imagine meeting. Seriously. We both had problems. And that's the reason why I think that we gelled together. Because both of us realized it's messed up to say, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? After really thinking about this. But both of us realized that we were some fucked up individuals. And it's crazy that most people, most minorities, don't realize that there's two voices in your head. There's that first voice that's telling you right from wrong. That's telling you the right thing. That's motivating you. That's inspiring you. And most times we suppress that voice that we hear all the time. Most times we think that voice is corny. It's cornball. He or she is asking us to do something that's corny and it's not popular, it's not trending or anything like that. So most times when we listen to that first, most times when we listen to that inner voice, we think that inner voice, the positive one, is telling us something negative or corny to do. You understand? Most times we listen to, or rather oftentimes we listen to, that what I call inner nigga voice. Now, I know I have, Caucasian subscribers, Asian subscribers, Hispanic subscribers, Black subscribers, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful for that, So, but what I want to do right now is let you know, you Asians out there, you Caucasians out there, you Hispanics out there, I want to let all of the races know that inner nigga voice is not subjected just to black people. That inner nigga voice can be in you, can be inside you. Because the word nigga is not synonymous to being black. It's not. The word nigga is synonymous to ignorance. Being ignorant. And anyone can be ignorant. Straight up. Anyone can be negative. Anyone can be selfish. Get my drift? And I learned throughout all these years, man, that the reason why I put myself in particular situations that were negative is because I always listened to my inner nigga voice and not that positive one. Not the one that was rooting for me, that was saying, yo, man, you gonna get through it. You know what I'm saying? And you're strong and you don't have to do drugs. You don't have to do things the illegal way. You don't have to go the wrong way. You don't have to go the wrong route. You don't. I ain't listen to that dude. I listened to the one that said, yo, go ahead, you can get away with it. Man, it's much more easy to do it this way, and it's much more harder to go do it the positive way. Man, I'm telling you, man, the girls are like you, this and that, so forth, and blah, 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 blah. And I listened to that inner nigga voice. And there were times when I listened to that inner nigga voice, knowing that inner nigga voice was telling me wrong. But at that point in time, man, I felt as though that doing the right thing would feel much more better than doing the wrong thing will feel much more better than doing it the right way, or doing the right thing. You understand? And this is what I'm trying to explain to you all. That what you're hearing inside your head, that's negative. It ain't the devil. It ain't Shaitan. You know what I'm saying? It's not these imaginary, fictitious characters that we make up in our minds. And at time we all agree with, you know what I'm saying, when dealing with religion. It's not that. It's that inner nigga voice. It's that, yin and yang that's inside you. It has to be balanced. You can't be all positive and negative and not negative at all. You can't be that. This is not how the universe works. You understand? Everything works in total balancement. You know what I'm saying? So you need that. You need both voices. You need that positive voice that's going to tell you the right thing to do, and then you need that negative voice that's going to tell you the wrong thing to do. And guess what? You listen to both. You listen to both. But at the end of the day, you don't actually lead. You don't actually take the inner nigga voice words and lead with action. You don't do that. No, you just listen to what that inner nigga has to say, and you say, all right, cool. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm just not. And man, there's been times, I don't know about your inner nigga voice, but I know about mine. There have been times when not only did my inner nigga voice tell me, to do the wrong things and encouraged me to do the wrong things, but it also shitted on me too. Like, let me tell you something. I don't have to look any further when dealing with my enemy, because I know that my enemy is that man in the mirror. At times, I know that enemy exists in me, because I can hear that inner nigga voice telling me I ain't shit, talking about my big nose, talking about my big lips, talking about how short I am, talking about how society doesn't want me to exist, and that I'm nothing but a nappy-headed black man that ain't got shit going for himself. This is what my inner nigga voice tends to tell me. Now, do I listen to it? Hell no. Because I identify that is something negative. That my inner nigga voice is not out to help me out. He's not out to see me win. He's a hater. And that's crazy. But you have to admit it, that you do have a hater, and that hater exists within you. And just about everybody does have that inner nigga voice, that one motherfucker that that hates you. And if you think that inner nigga voice loves you, then you on the wrong path. Because let me tell you something, the inner nigga voice is just like the streets. It don't give a fuck about you. Matter of fact, its job is to see you fail. Now, where did the inner voice come from? I don't know. I don't know who created it. I don't know why it was specifically embedded inside our brains. I don't know, with the exception of just trying to kind of like, which makes sense, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you being able to figure some shit out and be right about it. You know what I mean? Before you even engage into what you're trying to figure out. If you get my drift. Like, take for example, if you're trying to date some female, right? It's the inner nigga voice and it's that positive voice, and both of them are talking to you at the same time, and they're giving you information. And it's up to you. It's up to you for you to decipher that information, and at the end come up with a sound conclusion. You see what I'm saying? So if, take for example, if you say to yourself after listening to that inner nigga voice that's in you and that positive person that's inside you, you come to the conclusion that, hey, you know what? I don't want to date that female anymore. Date that female because of this. Makes sense. Whereas if you didn't have that inner nigga voice, you would just be gullible and go with the shit and not have that second person. You see what I'm saying? That second voice inside you. But it's crazy, man. We don't take advantage of that shit. We just don't. You know what I'm saying? We overlook our first voice, that positive voice. Then the second voice that tells us negative shit. What we do with that, for those that actually don't listen to that inner voice, and you know what I'm saying? What we do is we say, nah, that's not what I'm gonna do. You know, I think I'm bigger and better than that. You know, but I need some type of assurance. You know what I'm saying? I need someone to tell me that I am bigger and better than that, so I'll know for sure. Because me talking to myself, I'm not doing it. That's corny. And then also on top of that, how would I know about me better than someone else? About myself better than someone else, right? So then you go and ask someone else. Hey, what you think about this and that and so forth and blah, 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 blah. And that person would be like, well, you know, I do think that you're bigger and better than that. And then you get that type of confidence that you've been looking for. But that type of confidence that you've been looking for, you could have had got it if you just would have listened to that inner voice that was positive in the first fucking place. It's just that plain and simple, man. That plain and simple. The reason why I haven't achieved my goals throughout all my life is because I've been totally negative. I've been totally listening to that inner nigga voice. You understand? I've been totally listening to that inner nigga voice when my inner nigga voice told me, you know what, man? That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Put off looking for a job. Put off, you know, your success and all the rest of that shit and pick up this blunt, man. Pick up this cigarette. It'll be all right, man. Listen, we're going to quit tomorrow. We're going to quit smoking. We're going to quit drinking. We're going to quit fucking with all these hoes and shit. We're going to start a new leaf. We're going to start all over tomorrow. That's what my inner nigga voice was telling me. And you know what? The next day, my inner nigga voice said the same damn thing. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And then that shit started building and building and building upon year after year after year after year. I know about that inner nigga voice because damn near all my life I've been listening to it. It wasn't until I took a change and made a difference in my life is when my life changed. And to be real with you, I stopped listening to that inner nigga. Straight up. And I started listening to that positive person that's inside me. Started doing a little bit more. Meditating, soul searching. You understand? Because, man, I don't want for the remainder of my life to be negative. I just don't. And whenever I hear that inner nigga voice talking to me, I tone that shit the fuck out. He's always gonna be there no matter what. Straight up until I die. So what's best for me to do is to tone him the fuck out. And whatever he wants me to do, I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even a thought. It's not even a consideration. You want to know why? Because in the past, I considered what this individual had to say. That inner nigga voice, you know, is whom I'm referring to. I considered what he had to say. And then what happened is I fell into his trap. And every damn thing he wanted me to do or asked of me to do, I did. That plain and simple. And I don't have nothing to show for. It's one thing about, you know, listening to your inner nigga voice is at the end of the day, ultimately, the outcome is nothing. It leads to nothing. Nothing. at all. There's no road to success when listening to that inner nigga voice that you hear in your head, that most of us oftentimes listen to. Just think about it. Just think about the times that you listen to your inner nigga voice in comparison to that person, that positive voice that you hear inside. Compare the two. Which one did you benefit the most off of listening to? Is the question. I know there's never been a time, ever in life, there's been a time where I listened to my inner nigga voice and my inner nigga voice was right. Never. Not even when I got pistol whipped. Not even when I got jumped. It's crazy. When I get in certain type of altercations, I don't never hear that inner nigga voice in my head. I think the motherfucker's pussy. Straight up. It's like me, myself, and I, right? And me, myself, we're here. But the I, the inner nigga voice, that nigga's gone when it's some shit's about to pop off. So the reality of it is all I have is me, myself. Ain't no I. I have me and I have that positive voice that's inside me. That's it. Straight up. Because the I that's inside me, that inner nigga voice, man, he don't have anything. He's not there for my best interest. Matter of fact, I don't even know what he's there for. Straight up. I'm saying I don't know what he's personally there for. Straight up. With the exception of, once again, trying to see me fall, trying to see me down and out. And this message goes for all races. I know if y'all don't have an inner nigga voice inside you, or I don't know what to tell you, you know what I'm saying? You may not call him or her inner nigga. You may just say that voice inside my head. So if you want to say it like that, we'll say it like that. Most of us have that voice inside our heads that's telling us something wrong, telling us to do wrong instead of right. Now is not the time to listen to that inner voice. Now is the time to listen to that inner voice. If you have that positive inner voice, is to listen to him or her. Because that is the one. He or she is the one that's going to get you out of a predicament or situation that you're in. Other than that, just think about it. When has your inner nigga voice ever told you right? I know mine is constantly telling me wrong. So listen to that positive voice, and I'm more than sure that your life would definitely